going to move into the official week of Valentine's Day, which is 2/12 through 2/18. And, I was looking at the chart for the month in general, and it's kind of shaped like a bowl. Okay. So like on one end of the bowl, you got Uranus, right? The planet, one of the planets that rules Aquarius, the planet of, oh, wow,
Mhm.
unpredictable change. And on the other side of the bowl, you have Venus, right? So Uranus kind of represents helpful friends, unexpected helpful friends, old friends, all of those groups of people. And then you got Venus on the other side. So it's kind of bouncing back and forth. So it's kind of interesting to see. Maybe this month we'll get to see a little bit more about who our friends are, right? What everything, the whole cup is being supported on both sides by these two planets. I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think with Uranus there, I think things will come to the front. You'll be able to see, because of that expanded energy, who are your real friends? Have you
Hmm.
been relying on the right people? It also might expand your friend group. You might find you're going to meet a lot of different interesting people, maybe even through the people you already know. But it is going to make you examine your relationship if they're on either side. Like, who really is in your corner? Who does really love you? Who's really has your back?
Ooh, I
And I think
love
Uranus
that.
is going to really show you that, because that expansive energy, it's going to make you see things a little differently.
I like that. And I like, this is Valentine's Day week. And then we already talked about how the moon's going to be in Aries that day. And Aries is about I am, right? It's about us. And
Yes,
so in some ways, this Valentine's Day is the best day to spend with yourself doing what you want. Like if
exactly.
you could celebrate with someone else if you want to, ideally, like we said on the 11th or 12th, but Valentine's Day is a great day to show up and be a really good friend for yourself, to show up and do what you want to do. And yeah, and just to love yourself more.
Yes, because if you're just spending it with you, you'll never be disappointed.
True, that's true. All right. So we're going to start off the week. We got Mars moving into Aquarius in the beginning of the week. We've got, let's see, Tuesday we have the Aries moon square Venus. So, yeah, it might be okay day to celebrate Valentine's Day, but there still is that square that's not ideal. So I wouldn't count
Mm.
today as the most ideal day. We've already talked about Wednesday. We've already talked about it in the beginning. We really advise you to keep it cool, to not put a lot of expectations on that day. And I would show up, I would, if you're going on a date, I would make a really big effort
Oh,
to
really
show
big
up.
effort. Make sure you know exactly what that person's like, their
Yeah.
flowers, the restaurant they want to go to, or whatever it is. If you're going to a play or a movie, make sure you make the right choices.
Yes. And something that keeps your attention, like a play or a movie, would be great.
Mhm.
Now, Thursday, you really want to, it's a really good day to continue the do your own thing. So if you ideally could do anything this week, I'd spend Wednesday and Thursday alone. You're gonna, it's a little too sensitive. You don't want to be around insensitive people, especially on Thursday. Okay. On Friday, the 16th, again, just avoiding conflict. We've got some squares, but we do have some nice trines. And I wrote down that intellectual conversation. I wrote intellectual conversation equals sexy. That's what I wrote down for,
Ah,
right? There's a lot of air energy. Mars, I think Mercury by then is in Aquarius. So, like, stimulating conversation is where it's at. All right. As we move into a Gemini weekend. So, on Friday, avoid conflict, choose your words wisely. You might make a new friend Friday, the 16th. Then we move into the Gemini weekend. On Saturday, we're going to make sure the conversation is good, positive, upbeat. And Gemini rules your local community. So it's great to get out and about locally, be social, support your local economy over the weekend. And then we move into Pisces season on Sunday. So we're going to start to see the transition of these planets moving from all these air signs more over into scooting into water season, right?
yeah. Scooping into water season. Yeah, I agree with the avoiding conflict. So if you think you need to have a rough conversation or a difficult one, don't have it on the 16th.
Yeah.
Wait a few days. Uh, Try do something else with your time. It is good to spend time with yourself or just doing things self-care or doing things that move you forward. But if you feel that you have to have a conversation, I would definitely hold off on it if it's going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, and I would hold off a little bit because we're going to be heading into a full moon week.
Oh yeah,
You know, it gets a little
emotions
wacky.
will run high.
Yeah. So, Patty, let's pick a few cards for our Valentine's Day week and 212 to 218. Let's see what advice we have for our viewers. And all right. Do you want to go first?
Okay, now the deck I am using is the Tarot of the Owls. I love this deck. The first card I got was the Two of Pentacles. Then I got Temperance. Ooh, balance. Definitely keep your footing. Keep your head about you. Keep your footing. Listen to your intuition. But it really is about balancing your expectations of yourself and others. Look at that.
Yeah, really.
You really, it's interesting that I got two cards of balance here. So that's what it's telling you. Make sure you keep your footing and you don't fall off or get pushed
Yeah.
out of whack in any way. But yeah.
I kept getting like, don't overspend.
Yeah, don't overspend. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
overdo anything because there's the coins right over your head. So you might want to make wise decisions also when it comes to money.
Yeah. Yep. Because
You know,
you're
keep
not
that in
like
mind when you're planning something. But yeah, I love these cards.
you're beautiful. And then you were saying like be careful about drinking alcohol on Valentine's Day because it's already feisty enough and there's already enough
Oh
obstacles.
yeah, so there's that too, because you could definitely end up falling in that little river there in the temperance card if you have too
Yeah.
much to drink. So be aware of that. Don't have too much to drink. That's actually an
Yeah.
excellent point.
The river of emotions.
River of
Okay.
emotions.
You don't want to fall in there. No. All right. So I got the Emperor from this Cozy Witch Tarot deck, and it says, being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. And
Oh,
interesting because the Emperor is Aries, right? And so we have
mhm.
Aries moon on Valentine's Day. And interesting how she's kind of solo, right? We're talking a lot about that. I'm not sure what is she holding? Is it a watch?
Looks like a watch or a timepiece of some kind. Is that what she has?
Yeah, it almost looks like a pocket
A
watch.
pocket
Yeah.
watch. That's what it looks like.
Being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility, but it kind of just reminds me of me saying that thing about writing the check and being grateful. It comes with
Hmm.
a lot of responsibilities, and look how elegant she is in all of it.
Absolutely. And timing is everything. Look at that.
Timing is everything. I love it. And I also got the Queen of Wands, interesting
Oh,
version of her. Now, she would be an Aries queen with this
hmm.
Aries energy, but I like that I got two solo women, although she's
Yes.
got her life partner there around her neck, it looks like. And so she's drawing, she's doing something that makes her happy. And so this Valentine's Day week to me just is like own it. Own your power to stop expecting others. Yeah, if you're in a relationship, I get it. You want the other person to show up to a point, but please don't forget that this is a made up holiday.
Yeah, it is. And think of it this way. If you're going to spend time with somebody who loves you, spend it with your pet. She's got that cat around her neck.
So
There you
cute.
go. That who loves you more than your pet? No one.
There you go. So happy Valentine's Day week. We're going to